friends, welcome back to Fenny for the Soul. So today we are going to be speaking about the upcoming 13th SKF Goa River Marathon, which is going to be held on December the 10th. And the organizers, Vasco Sports Club, have brought in a 20-miler event. 20-miler means it's a 32-kilometer marathon. So it's not a full marathon, it's not a half marathon, but it's in between. And there are a lot of runners who are signed up for this because it's an exciting new event. So what I have done is I've invited about 5 runners across Goa and Pan India to speak about why they are registered for the 20-miler. So sit back and enjoy this interview. Okay, good evening, folks. Welcome to this 13th SKF Goa River Marathon short YouTube video story. And I have with me all the registrants of the new 20-miler category. 20-miler means 32 kilometers. So I'm going to ask them some specific questions, and we'll kick off with the ladies here. So I'm going to start with Neha, who's from Delhi, and let me get into this. So welcome, Neha. So Neha, tell us why are you doing this 20-miler?
So, first of all, thank you, Rahul, for having me. I'm really honored to be amongst this set. 2 reasons, really. Firstly, I've been hearing about this Goa Marathon for a while now. The fact that it's very scenic next to the river. So, wanting to have a go at it for some time. So, that is one. And secondly, why the 20-miler? So, like you said, I'm also going for the TMM full marathon, which is in January. So this seems like good timing to do something which is like an in-between distance, because also did the Delhi half marathon recently in October. So I thought, okay, then why not 32? Seems like a good practice run for the TMM.
Nice. My other question is, you have obviously been running marathons for a long time. So why do you run marathons? That's a kind of question.
So I think it comes from a place of being, so as a student, I was always like an academically oriented person. So always getting my sense of satisfaction from a lot of like academic accolades, which is why I never did anything very sporty while in school. So I think once that got over, so there was some sense of, like, okay, what is the next thing that you could look at? So I think it is, while running marathons, it being an individual sport, it allowed me that opportunity to kind of do something which gives you that sense of achievement from time to time. I mean, it's not like I'm competing with anyone, but just bettering myself with each run is, giving me that sense of achievement. So I think that's why, yeah.
Wonderful.
And it's also a good way to stay fit. So why not?
I'm going to, go to Preeti next. Yeah. Hi, Preeti. Welcome to the this episode. So I am, and thank you for taking time out from a wedding. So and sitting in a car and talking to us.
So, I didn't want to miss this.
Nice. So tell us why the 20-miler? Why did you choose this?
Okay. So first of all, thanks for having me on the session. And why a 20-miler? I'm doing my debut full marathon in Delhi in the month of Feb. So I was thinking, and I was actually having a chat with Dinesh Heda, and he said, no, I think this is a good event for you to do, because it comes a month prior to your, almost a month and a half prior to your full marathon. So it'll be a good time to, reach that mileage. And also 32-miler, not many events, host a 20-miler. And Goa is one of them which hosted. And I said, okay, I'm going to do this because sometimes 32, you cannot do a self-paced, self-motivated or, self-encouraged distance. It's not like that. So when you're in a crowd, when you're in an event, it feels like a breeze, the 32 kilometers. So I said, okay, let me do it. So thanks to Dinesh for pushing me into this distance.
Nice. That's good to hear. And why do you run marathons? When did you start running, long distance?
Okay, so my running journey started in 2018. It all started, to beat stress because of work and also weight loss. It was more of a weight loss journey. And then slowly I started, targeting distances. From 5, it became 10, and then 10 to 21. And then, so now I'm doing my debut FM next year. So I've done the Ooty Ultra and a couple of, self-paced 30, 32 kilometer, 35 distances so far. So yes, so that really makes me happy. Running makes me happy. It's more like a meditation for me because the first 2-3 hours of the day is for me. So I get a lot of time with myself, and it helps me self introspect a lot, and also running helps me focus. And it has also helped me in my other aspects of life, not just in running, but also in my workplace, my family, my friend circle. So yes, so it's like a holistic, thing for me.
Thank you, Preeti. Thank you
Yeah.
for taking out the time. So I'm going to move to the third lady in our group, Sherry Ann, who's from Goa, local like Madhav and I. So Sherry Ann, tell us why did you choose the 20 miler this time?
Yeah, hi Rahul, and thanks for getting me into this episode of yours. So I've done a couple of half marathons, and I'm always there behind my mind to do a full, but that thing never came. The discipline never came to go out and practice the full. And then when the Vasco Sports Club announced that they're having the 20 miler, so I'm like, this is my good chance. Okay, I cannot do the full, so I will do the 32. So then recently I just did the Bamboo Ultra, the 50. So, and that was a slow one. So I said, okay, this should be good enough. And then this will be a practice for me since I'm also going to do my debut at the TMM full. So I said, this will be a good practice for me here.
Nice. See the lovely photograph of you. This is the Bamboo Ultra.
That was a Bamboo Ultra, yes, in October.
Nice. I must tell all the others, we have this wonderful Dinesh Heda, who is our ultra marathoner par excellence in Goa, So thanks to him, a whole lot of people are doing ultras now, at least from Goa.
Yeah.
So wonderful, nice photo. And so tell me, Sherry Ann, when did you start doing your, this endurance running, and why do you do it?
So I started in 2016, and before that I was like helping out in the with the aid station, water, hydration, whatever. And I've had my small babies along with me, and I needed to do one day. So once the kids were grown up and all little, like I said, okay, now I can start running. So then I used to enjoy it. It was a good stress buster, and it is fun running with the whole gang of friends around. That is the main thing. Like, you're meeting all of them. It's a fun time, chit chatting while running. So that's the fun part of it.
Wonderful. And yes, you are from Goa, but why do you think the Goa River Marathon, the SKF Goa River Marathon, is special?
It is special because the whole organizing committee is like a family. You will get a very, very personal touch when you're running on the route. It is too good. The start, the finish, and the party after the whole marathon is over, the party later. That is the fun part.
Yeah.
The music, the ambience around, the crowd. It is just too good to be there. You cannot miss this.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sherry Ann.
Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, Sherry Ann. So I'm going to move to Girish, who is a ultra marathoner and a very seasoned, very experienced runner. So Girish, tell us why you chose the 20 miler. When you've done big distances.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul, for having me on your channel. It's good to be back again on your YouTube channel. So for me, as in I've done the first edition of Goa half, and I've always wanted to do Goa half because otherwise you can't party on Saturday. So I've never done the full, even though I've done most editions of SKF Goa, except maybe 2. I missed out 2 or 3 maybe. I've done about 8 editions. So it's usually because I don't like the full there because you can't really party, or Saturday is washed out. And I usually come for 3 days. So, I can't have a washout of one day, preparing myself for the full marathon. So I've always done the half. And so this 32 was something which I could easily do because without compromising on the Saturday party. So that's the reason why I took it up. The second reason, like everybody, I'm doing two fulls in Jan, the Baroda one and where I'm trying to do a first time in my life running for podium, because I'm hoping that most the competition will be less because most people would be running the TMM. So that's why this would be a good prep for me to sort of time my full so that I can have a realistic estimate of what I can do at Goa to crack my age band podium.
Nice. And Girish, you have done that desert run, the Sahara run, and you've done some very big ultras. What is it about long distance running that that you like?
So two things. One is I've been running for nearly 30 years, so it's been a long journey. So it's a part of life, and I don't do it for time. It's pleasure. It's pure pleasure. It's pure indulgence. It's just like how people enjoy their wine or beer. I enjoy running, so it's more a pleasurable activity. It's not really exercise or a task in that sense. So that makes it a lot easier. Second is I love traveling. So this is a great excuse to travel. The next big important race that I'm doing is the craft beer marathon in Belgium in May.
Wow.
So I've done a wine trail in the past. So I love adventure marathons. And
Wow.
Goa is one of the few marathons which I do pretty much every year, along with Bombay TMM and the Mangalore one now. So it's something which is adventurous. I love scenic routes. I love sort of informal marathons, not which are in urban landscapes. Even the international marathons I choose, I tend to pick adventure marathons, as they are called, which are not your. I've not done a single, those typical Berlin, Tokyo. No ambition, no interest in doing those. Everybody has done it. I love doing races which are new, offbeat, hatke kinds.
Fantastic. So good to hear this. What is good to hear is that timing is not everything. Don't lose track of the enjoyment, the sheer enjoyment of running. And I hope more people follow that mantra. So thank you, Girish. Now I'll come to the youngest person on the show, Madhav. Madhav Bab. So Madhav Bab, tell us why you have chosen 20 miler.
I have completed 68 on the 19th of November. So I am running 69. Now, for a long time, I was doing half marathon. In fact, I started my running career in the GRA. So I am almost, possibly my first was 5K and graduated to 10K and then 21K. So I had a thing in my mind to do a 42 one, full one. But somehow the gap between 21 to 42 is almost double. So this possibly 20 miler would bring me closer to 42. And I intend to do the full one in Mumbai. So possibly the 32, if I do it well, then I will be little confident and I will be doing better at the TMM.
Wonderful. So tell us this question again. I'm going to ask you is why do you run? Why do you run and what is
sheer enjoyment. Nothing about the distances. Nothing about the time. Nothing about the time. It is just fun going out in the morning. If you get company, fine. If you don't get company, also fine. So if I don't run, then I swim. So it is alternate days. Alternate days I run, alternate days I swim.
Thank you, Madhav Bab, for that lovely answer. So thank you, everyone. I think you all have added value to in the run up to the 13th SKF Goa River Marathon. So I hope as many people as possible come for the event, and then see you all on 10th of
Yes.
December.
Yes. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Rahul.
everyone.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.